Hello, welcome to the Budget Tea, where I'm spilling the tea on budgeting. I'm Tanya. I am going to share some of my budget with you today, and today we are going to talk about my paycheck and my sinking funds. So let's get started. So I am military retired, so I do have an additional stream of income. So I work part-time, and so with my part-time paycheck, I try my best to save that paycheck. So sometimes it's a little bit hard to live on that fixed income with my military retirement only because I do work, and sometimes I have to deny myself some of the things that I want. But I have goals and dreams, and so I'm working really hard to make sure that I am using my sinking funds and appropriately so that I don't have any unexpected kind of bills pop up and I'm struggling to pay them. So my actual work paycheck, that's how much I was expecting for the number of hours I worked. That's how much I would normally get paid, but with the beginning of the year we did get a little bit of a cost of living increase. So that is actually the amount of my check and how much it was. And so let's go ahead and get started and figure out what we're going to do with it. So I'm a hybrid budgeter, so I spend cash for my problem spending areas. That is things like groceries, eating out, fun money, self-care, beauty kind of, and then I do everything else is electronic through the bank, a bank card, whatever. So what I have a high yield savings account, and in that high yield savings account I have buckets, and in those buckets those are my sinking funds. So sinking funds are money that is going to get spent. It's just not going to get spent right now. So a good example of a sinking fund is someone's birthday, right? So someone special to you that you really care about. So you might save $5 or $6 a month just so you can get them something for their birthday, or you can take them to a nice dinner for their birthday or lunch or whatever it is you like to do. So that is an example. Christmas, same thing. If you save a little bit every month, then Christmas doesn't come as a huge expense. You're not putting it on a credit card, things like that. So these are my actual sinking funds. I try to keep them so that they fit in this category right here. And this is from the Budget Mom. This is her Budget by Paycheck workbook. And so I do annual expenses, and that is things like Amazon Prime membership, my life insurance. So that actually came this month. So I will take the money that's due for my life insurance, and I will transfer it from this bucket into my account, and I'll put it up here as inflow for next month in February, and then I will pay that life insurance with it. I have a clothing budget, my emergency budget, which is almost fully funded where I want it. I have the holidays, so that's everything other than Christmas. My dream home, so I want to have a home built, family homes, one for me and a separate space for my mom. My professional, so that takes care of my license, my malpractice insurance, my certification, any kind of CEUs that I need to do to maintain my license. T1 and T2 are my kids, my tithes. My kids are adults, so they don't get much. They have a budget, but it's just for like emergencies. One of them needs help getting their car fixed or something like that. My tithes, transportation, that's for my car. So my transportation sinking fund, I just got my car serviced last month, or earlier this month, sorry. And so I had to pull from this to cover that transportation service cost. So I needed brake pads, and while I was there, they found an issue with my muffler, which was covered under extended warranty. So that was really good. So it's really important to take your car in for regular maintenance and service like you need to. And then travel, vacation. So I have some travel coming up in a couple of weeks. So I did put the money on my American Express for the airline miles, and I will just pay it with the money out of this. So let's go ahead and get started. We have $17.36 to work with. So we have 36 minus, and we'll do 174 for my tithes. And then I'm going to go ahead and put 1,000 on my, so 1736 minus 174 minus 1. So that gives us 562. So 562 is left over. So then I have $562 to play with here. So right now, my number one goal, my number one priority is my dream home. I really want to try to figure out where I'm gonna build it within the next 12 months and hopefully start building next year. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put 300 here. So that gives us $262 that I can play with and put in the other category. So ties is already done because it's over here because it was important. It's important, and I try to do it first. And then my kids have. I will try to reimburse some of this transportation sinking fund, so I can do 150 here, and then I think I should do 50 here for the emergency fund. So that's $200. And then that leaves me $62 to put somewhere. So my certification is due right now. So I think that I should put that certification, I think I should put the $62 on professional, and that will keep that money from going down too low. So I'll just go ahead and put the 62 here. So let's see if we have, so let's see, we got, this should be 562, so we have 300 plus the 50 plus the 62 plus 150, and that's 562. So this is how I do it. There's not, sometimes there's a reason or rhyme, you know, why I put something somewhere. Like I could have easily put it towards annual expenses because I have that money coming out from my life insurance, rather than put it towards professional. But just knowing what my balances are, my annual expense balance is pretty high, and it's covered for the whole year. So already, because I had some left over from last year. So I think that doing it this way is good. So I don't have any debt. I live debt free. And so I'm not putting any extra in savings. And so we have zero left over. So that is my whole check, and how I deposit it. The 36 cents will just be left in the account as a buffer, and this is how I do it. So think about things that you need to save for and pay for. The annual expenses one I think is really important. So I also, one of my guilty pleasures is XM radio. I love to listen to, you know, just like slow R&B, oldies R&B. So to have the radio and not listen to the commercials and not have a bunch of chatter, it just really makes me feel good. So especially if I'm driving or driving to work. So that's something that I like. So that comes out of this annual expenses. So that's an important one, because then there's no surprises. Oh, surprise, you have this. Oh, surprise, you know, don't forget your life insurance is due and you didn't know. So it's important, and I'll write in when they're due. So like I know that my SiriusXM is due in April. So in April on my budget, SiriusXM will be on there. So I hope this helps. I hope that, again, this is from the Budget Mom, and you can get her information on thebudgetmom.com. And this is her budget tracker from her Budget by Paycheck workbook, the PDF. And I have it in my Happy Planner. The Happy Planner, if you're interested in Happy Planner. So I have this is the stress management version. Here is the monthly layout. There's the monthly layout, and then it's stress management. So every week it talks about something. So it might say meditation, it talks about exercise, it talks about, you know, different things, which you can use these for whatever you want. And I am a box checker. So how I use this is, so water, because me and Maya Walla, big fan, water, and then body. So some kind of movement, some kind of stretching, some kind of something that I can do that doesn't hurt, especially after neck surgery. I have to be really careful. So I do some kind of movement with my body every day to the best of my ability. And then if I have work tasks or home tasks, or like make a video like this, or go to the grocery store, or mom has a doctor's appointment, then I put that in here too, and I keep up with that. So that is the Happy Planner. And again, this is the stress management layout. This is the big size. It has 11 of the rings. It's a regular piece of paper. The classic goes down to 9 rings, so that's a little bit smaller for the Happy Planner if you're interested in that. And I just use my Happy Planner hole punch and punch holes in my PDF, and that's how I put it into my Happy Planner. Hope this answered all of your questions about how I do my sinking funds with just one paycheck. If I didn't have that travel, I would have had a lot more money to kind of play with. So, but I needed to get that paid. So next time, hopefully it will be a little bit more interesting, and we'll put a little bit in every account. And if you have any questions, please post them below. If there's anything I can do to help, or if you have any questions about budgeting, you would like me to do a video on something, please let me know. I am going to do a budgeting 101, just basic budgeting information video coming up. That should be the next one that I film. And so if you have any questions about that, please let me know. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Happy budgeting.